Trina. So I'm doing a story time for you guys. I just got in my onesie and I'm ready to go to bed. Um, but I gotta get my nails done in the morning. Um, by Houston Diva Nails, the famous Houston Diva JL+1. Subscribe to her. I'll put her link in the description box. And she, Fendi, stop. My puppy, y'all, she found an envelope and she's tearing it to shreds. Fendi, stop. Whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna get some acetone in a bowl and soak my nails, and it takes forever. And I don't know why I waited till almost midnight to do this. But it's because I was filming with my boys and I was doing some work and blah, blah, blah. Anywho, I'm just gonna soak my nails. So, all right, guys, my story time is about my ex. I was with my ex for 7.5 years. I met him when I first moved to Houston, and I'm not gonna say his job or nothing like that. I'm not gonna give it away. But anyway, so okay, y'all, I had a salon, and like I was running specials, right? So when I had my salon, one of my many salons, but anyway, when I had my salon, I would run like specials sometimes to get new clients. So I ran a special on my Facebook, and my boyfriend was like, hey, do you want me to put your special on my Facebook? And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, because a lot of people, blah, blah, blah. He, knows a lot of people in Houston. So he was like, hey, there's this girl who put a comment on my, the Facebook post about your specials or whatever. She wants to get her hair colored. So I was like, all right, cool. So Fendi. So I was like, yeah, just have her text me or whatever. So she texted me, and she sent me this color of how she wanted her hair, and it was like some type of reddish pinkish color, y'all. I don't really exactly remember. This is like so many years ago. But so I was like, all right. So I was like, okay, send me the picture of your hair color now, and do you have previous color, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she came the following day, and she had like all these different colors in her hair. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to remove all of those colors, those pre-existing colors in your hair, before we can apply this color. So that's a long process. Like when you're waiting for when you're trying to pull out those colors that have been in there forever, because y'all, permanent does mean permanent. So if your hair has not been completely cut off, or like all the colors have been cut off, it's still in your hair, even if other color has been on top of it or whatever. And that was kind of like her issue. So I was like, okay, we're gonna pull this out. Anyway, it took a while, and while we were like waiting on that, my friend had came to visit me because she had got off of work. She was like, hey, what you doing? And I was like, I'm at the salon, I'm late. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna come visit you. So she came to visit me, and then we were like, oh, we're hungry. Well, there's like a Thai restaurant like right down the street, and we could walk there. Like it was like 2 offices down. And so all three of us, she had the color in her hair, and I just put it in a little ponytail, and the color remover, and we all went to the Thai restaurant. So we're all eating and stuff, and she was like asking me like all these questions about my boyfriend and how we met and blah blah blah, and like normal stuff that people ask, like when you're doing their hair or vice versa or whatever. I thought was normal, but yeah, but she like kept asking questions about me and my boyfriend. So I was like, okay, whatever. But excuse me. Anywho, you know, we got back, we went back to the salon. I washed her hair out. I put the color, did her hair. So the color was like the exact color in the picture that she wanted, but she didn't like the way it looked on her, which is a issue that most people have. They always come at me with these, you know, pictures, and any stylist will tell you like, yeah, it might look that way on her, it might not look, you know, that way on you, blah blah blah. Anywho, it was this, it was exact color, like, you know, that was in the picture. And she's like, dang, but it looks like real weird, real light on me. And I was like, we can make it darker. So I kept going like a step darker, a step darker. I finally went like 5 times, and she finally was like, okay, I like this color. Like, this is dark enough for me. All right, cool, whatever. She gave me like the thumbs up in the mirror. She's like, oh, I really like it, blah, blah, blah. She finally left, y'all, after 5 freaking hours. Like, I was with her for 5 hours. The following day, I took off. And me and my boyfriend and his daughter, we decided to go to Splash Town. My boys were visiting their grandmother in Louisiana. And we went to Splash Town or whatever. And after Splash Town, we went to Hooters. At that time, I really liked Hooters wings. But we were sitting down. I was like, oh, let me go through my iPad and see what emails I got, whatever, whatever. So I get an email. And so what happened was this girl called the salon the next day. She talked to the receptionist, and she decided to complain. She said she wanted to make a complaint about her hair, that she didn't like the color and all this type of stuff. So the receptionist was like, okay, you know, I'll talk to, you know, Miss Katrina. I'll let her know, and she'll give you a call back, blah, blah, blah. So then she like proceeds to ask for the receptionist's email. And so she was like, I want to email you some stuff or whatever. So she gives her the email address to the salon, and she decides to email all of like her and my boyfriend's like communications with each other. So of course, receptionist sends it to me, and I'm just sitting there at my, you know, at the table, and sitting across from my boyfriend and his child, and then I see these emails, and I'm like, what is this? And then I get a call, and you know, she's like, yeah, you know, the lady you did yesterday, like, she called me complaining, but she really like wanted to do this, and I just sent you emails. Like, oh, okay, well, I have the emails, thank you. So I just started reading them, and he didn't know anything, and I'm just like reading. And then all, you know, I'm seeing like all this stuff, like, oh yeah, I just love being around you. I love talking to you, and are we gonna go on that trip together, and blah blah blah. And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure if looks could kill, he would have been dead right then. And he looked at me. He was like, what's wrong? And so all I could do was stare at him, just like in disbelief. And I'm like, how do you know that girl that came and got her hair done yesterday? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Like, she's one of my Facebook friends. Like, I don't know her, blah, blah, blah. I said, really? You don't know her? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't know her? He's like, no, like, you know, I don't know her. Why? I was like, well, oh, I don't know. She decided to call and make a complaint, you know, about me and my salon. And guess what? She decides to send all of your communication with her to the salon as well. And he's just like, what? I said, you know, I'm gonna walk out because I don't want to do something bad to you in front of your daughter and all these people in here. And I don't want to lose my composure because I'm not that girl. So I walked out with my iPad, and I'm just like, okay, what, you know, back then there was no Uber. It's like, should I call a taxi? Should I just start walking to cool off? Like, so he comes out after me. He's like, do you know what she does? Excuse me. Do you know what she does? I was like, no. We didn't get to that part yesterday because she just wanted to talk about you all the time, and now I see why. He's like, she's an IT person, and I'm sure she did all of that stuff herself. Really, dude? Really? You get caught red-handed caught and you're still trying to lie and that's all you came up with? Like, you can come up with anything better than that? So, I was like, you know what? Please just like get out of my face, you know, before I do something I regret. Like, please get out of my face. He was like, just come back to the table, you know, like, what are you gonna do? Like, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, please get out of my face. He wouldn't, so I was like, all right, cool. You know, so I went back to the table and I just sat there and I'm just like, I'm shocked because he cheated all the time, but he sent it to my salon for me to do her hair. Even just talking about it now, it's like, who does that? Yeah. I mean, y'all, come on. We know people do what they do, whatever. But when you, the rules, like, there's rules just like in the air. Like, they're in the air, you know? They're not to be written in stone, but they're just like up in the air. You know the rules. You don't send your to your woman's salon to get her hair done. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I decided then that I had to leave him because I had been through so much with him and forgiving, and you know, he had money, so it's like, dang, you know what I'm gonna do? Like, he pays all the bills. He has everything set up where I need, like, I didn't realize it. Like, he had everything set up where I would have to depend on him. Like, I never realized it until that day that, wow, I need him for me and my boys. Like, if I leave, what do I have? I worked for him too, y'all. Like, not realizing that, you know, the way he set it up, like, wow. But I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about him paying all my bills. I don't care about the shopping sprees and the trips and the cars. I'm just kidding. I mean, it was all great, of course, but was it worth sacrificing myself and my dignity and me being a strong woman and just me? Like, why would it be worth it for some money? No, I can go make my own money. It wasn't worth it, you know. I just, of all the things he did, and all the times I would forgive him, that one hit me hard, because I was like, if someone is so disrespectful that they would do that, they need help. And I can't help him. I couldn't help him. So I planned that day. I said, no more. I am planning my exit. And you know, us women, we will not leave our nest until we have another nest somewhere else. And that's exactly what I did. And 7 months later, I bounced with my boys and moved into a townhouse. And I refuse to ever go through that again. And that's been since 2013. We broke up in 2013. And it's 2018. So, and I know I'll never go through that. And I know that God puts us through things for life lessons, y'all. Man. I could probably give y'all story time every day of things I've been through in my 35 years of living. Did I just tell y'all my age? Shoot. No. But yeah, so we women have to love ourselves first. If we don't love ourselves first, we can't love anyone else the way we need to, or we can't be strong. Like, I wasn't strong enough. I always consider myself being weak. Like, some people always say, oh, she's strong, she stays. You're not strong when you stay. You're weak when you stay. And I'm not going to sit here and talk for everybody else, but I was weak. If I was strong, I'd have left a long time ago. But because I was weak, I stayed. But that day I decided I'm going to have my 2 jobs, and I'm going to work my butt off, and I'm going to save my money. And the money he thinks that he's giving me for shopping, I'm going to put it up, and I'm going to get my own place. And that's what I did. And, yeah. Now, I mean, and y'all, he was a great person. Like, he still is. Like, we're cool. No issues. Like, after about a year, we got okay because, at first it was hard for him. He couldn't believe that I had left, and it was, real hard after that because he just wanted me back, and then I felt bad, but I was like, I can't go back. And, but finally after about a year, like, we got to the point where, he was like, okay, he was better. But he always regretted it. And I'm sure he'll still say to this day he regrets it. Because I was a very good woman to him. Every man I've been with, I've been a very good woman too. I've only had how many relationships? I've only had a few relationships. And I was a good woman. And I was taught to be a good woman. And, it has to get you somewhere at some point. We'll see. But I haven't had great relationships when it comes to men. So the man I'm with now, I'm like super happy, and that's scary. But he treats me like a princess, and he actually cares about how I feel about things. So that's what just amazes me with him. But I refuse to let a man treat me how he wants to because he feels like he owns me or he controls everything and I can't do anything without him. I'll never be in that position again. And that's why I'm scared of marriage, because if I get married, I'm giving my entire self to you, my entire life. I no longer have my own home, my own anything. Everything is ours. And if you get up and leave me, or if you decide to go do what you want to do and then I want to leave you, I'm going to have to start all over again. So that is so scary for me. But I don't know, y'all. Like, I just, I went through a lot with him, which made me not trust people after that. And it's kind of hard trusting a man when you've only had bad relationships. You've never really had a man to treat you the way you saw your dad treat your mom and still treat your mom. And it's hard, So I kind of just got in my head. I was like, I don't need a man, Like, I thought that for some, like, I don't need a man. Whatever. What I need him for? That, and get that and go back home, right? But no, it's more to it than that. Like, I had to learn that. So yeah, I look at it as a lesson though, because I know I went through that, and I went through it for 7.5 years. And I mean, y'all, I couldn't catch a break. Like, he would cheat, and then by the time I'm like getting better, he would cheat again. Like, whew. It's amazing. Like, I didn't have a freaking stroke or a heart attack, because I was so stressed out, zoned out. I didn't even know who I was. Like, why? But women, if you're going through that, just don't. If you know, it's so easy for someone to say I love you, and it is. They love you. I believe he loved me, but he didn't know how to love me. Um, love is a feeling, and it's okay to have that feeling, but it's your actions that mean more to me. I don't care about you telling me you love me. I want you to show me you love me. I want you to know that if you do this or don't do this, that it might hurt me, and that it bothers you if it's gonna hurt me, or that it's gonna make me happy. Like I have to have that, or I don't want it. So I was taught a lot with my ex, and I thank him for that. And he's a great person. He is. He just wasn't good with women. So, but I learned a lot. Like, I really did. And I'll never, ever, ever go through that in my life. And I'll never just deal with it. And I don't understand, like, there's a lot of women who deal with things, who've been in these marriages and these not even marriages forever and dealing with the same crap. And it's just not for me. I can't do it. I refuse. So, I want, for anyone watching this and who's feeling me, and you know what I mean when I say you're feeling me, because you're thinking, damn, I'm sorry, darn, I'm going through that right now. Like, I'm hurting right now. Do you know how many men are out here waiting for a good woman? And we feel like there's not, because there's so many bad men, just like there's bad women. And I'm not going to say bad, I'm just going to say they're kind of rotten right now because of things they've been through, so it's hard. And just remember, y'all, it's a cycle. So if we continue to be rotten and they continue to be rotten, everybody's going to be rotten. There's not going to be any good people left. And that's going to hurt our world, our society, our culture, everything. So, but any woman who is going through that, I am here to tell you that you will be okay when you leave. When I say I just felt like all that weight on my shoulders was just like, I'm so relieved. To be able to go day to day. You know, y'all, it was so bad that I would get in the shower. I couldn't take a shower without thinking about him cheating on me. A shower. I couldn't have peace in the shower where I was alone and I didn't have peace. Like, but now I'm at peace. And when I left, I was at peace. It hurt to leave, but I got over it. And time heals all pain. Trust me, it does. And that freedom, that feeling you get when you no longer have to have that burden, it's kind of like the best feeling in the world. And just remember, if you go through it and you get out, work on yourself. Like, work on yourself. Don't just jump into another relationship, because that's not good either. You're broken. You're really broken. And you might even need therapy. You might need to talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish I had a therapist for every day. But just don't sell yourself short. And if you have to be with a man who's not going to treat you right, is that okay than being by yourself? No. Because trust me, you'll feel better, and you'll do better, and you'll be better, and your kids will be better. Your kids feel it. Do you know how many times I've talked to my kids and they be like, Mom, remember when you was with him and then this happened and it made me mad? And I'm like, dang, really? I didn't even know it was affecting my kids like that, y'all. And that hurt me so much to hear them say that. I'm like, wow, I was so messed up in the head with him that I didn't even realize this was hurting my children. And they're number one for me, always, all the time, forever. And I just know I did the right thing. But anyway, y'all, that's my story time. I went back down memory lane for a little bit. I might need to call him and cuss him out. No. No, we're good. We're fine. But no, just know your worth. I could tell y'all some more stories that would probably y'all could probably relate to also, but I'm not gonna do it now. Just say this. That was that was enough. That one. But you know, guys, just let me know what else you want to hear from me. I can do more story times. There's a lot more stories to tell. I had even started writing a book, y'all. I had started writing a book on my laptop, and then my house flooded, and my laptop flooded with it, so I stopped. But I've been through things with my ex-husband and my exes and life, just different things. We all go through things. We just all have different stories that we all can relate to. So, but okay, guys, subscribe, like, comment, and you know I love you guys so much, and I do this for you, and I work hard every day for you, and I try to upload videos every single day, and my boys too, and this is what I'm gonna focus on, because I do really believe that people can impact other people, because other people have impacted me, and I appreciate them, and they don't even know it. So that's what I want to do, and I want to teach things, and I want to be able to, you know, tell somebody something through here, and we don't even have to know each other, and I just want to help. But all right, guys, I'll stop talking. It's been 26 minutes. Sheesh. But all right, guys, let me know what else you guys would like to hear. And I love you guys so much. Bye bye. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. All right, guys. Bye.